Welcome back. It is now time for Trivia Tuesday with our amazing producer, Frederick Estrada. Fred, we're so excited that you're here with us. You look fabulous, by the way. What's the theme today?
Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Before we get started with that, you got to show off those kicks.
Oh, okay.
These shoes, these are amazing.
I kind of wanted to go with the whole theme. It's for Dia de los Muertos, or the Air Max 90 Nikes, Day of the Dead. You know, that is coming up in a month, but you know, it's also showing a little bit of what we're trying to talk about today.
Yeah, because Hispanic Heritage, or National Hispanic Heritage Month goes until the 15th, right?
Yes.
It's September 15th to
October 15th. But Day of the Dead will be around November 2nd. So
very
those
cool.
are rad, man.
So I made this game a little different. So here are little things you need to know. So if you guys want a hint, I can give you a hint.
Okay.
But if you get that question right, you only get 1 point.
Okay.
If you use no hint, I'll give you 2 points.
Oh, okay.
Also,
so we try to do it without
if you ask for the hint, I'm not gonna allow stealing because it's gonna be too easy.
Okay.
Okay, I got you.
So.
Okay.
All right, so let's go right away.
Let's do it. Here we go.
I'm gonna start with David. I promise you, it'll get funner and better throughout the question.
right.
So let's start out pretty easily.
Okay.
Question number 1. There's nearly 22 million Floridians in this state right now, of course, Florida.
Okay.
What percentage of them are part of the Hispanic community?
Oh, good question.
A, 27%, B, 33%, C, 45%, or D, 51%. Remember, I can give you a hint if you want.
I'm just going to guess. I'll say B.
That is incorrect. So you can't steal.
I'm stealing, and I'm going to say 27 because that's my husband's favorite number.
That is correct. That is 27. So like almost 1 in every 4 people.
I was thinking it was 27. I was like, he put that at A.
Oh, you're one of those, like when you're test taking.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
That's good. It's fine. These are going to be the hardest ones. I promise.
Okay, so I stole that one, but that's so. If I steal
I'll just give a point. I'll just give it a point to keep it simple.
All right.
So all right, Jordan, this is for you. So you heard that question.
Okay.
There's over 1 million people here in Jacksonville. That's question number 2. How much of those people make up the Hispanic community
specifically
here?
for Jacksonville.
For Jacksonville. A, 7%, B, 12%, C, 15%, and D, 21%.
I'll say B, 12.
Oh my gosh, she is 2 for 2.
What?
That's
Good job.
2 points right there for her.
So now
Those were 2 fantastic guesses.
Look at that.
Yeah, good guesses. Yeah.
I like that.
But I will say, like, the farther south you go, the number climbs, right? So that's kind of my
And the interesting part, too, is that, like, 10 years ago, so the last census was in 2020, and that was around 12%.
Okay.
In 2010, it was 7%. So it's increased 5% already, which kind of shows you,
cool. I like
the community that's growing. All right, David, you're going to like this question. I promise you. So baseball is America's pastime.
Sure.
Well, how many of Major League Baseball players are Hispanic or Latino? A, 10%, B, 15%, C, 25%, and D, 30%. And the hint is also available.
I'm glad
I want a hint just to get on the board, but I got so much catching up to do. Let's just go D, 30%.
That is correct. Look at you. Follow his gut.
All
Great
right,
answer right there. You know, we were talking earlier about Roberto Clemente. Leroy brought him up. He actually was the first Latino to make the Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
So that was pretty cool. He made it in 1973, Puerto Rican legend. And also, the second player, Latino, to make the Hall of Fame was Juan Marichal. I have his baseball here with me.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's
So
cool.
if you ever go to the FCL office, if you want to see some like Latin history, second Latino to ever make the Hall of Fame, it'll be in the FCL office.
That's so cool, man.
Dude, good for you. Look at that. You're back. You're back. All right, so let's go to question number 4.
Okay.
Which Latin artist has a street named in their honor in Miami, Florida? A, the Queen of Salsa, Celia Cruz. B, the Latin Frank Sinatra, Luis Miguel. C, the King of Latin Trap, Bad Bunny. Or D, the King of Reggaeton, Daddy Yankee.
Oh gosh, has a street
that's
named
a tough one.
in Miami. All right, I'll take a clue.
You take a clue? All right, it's none of the kings.
Okay, thank you.
So not
Can we
C or
pop that
D.
full screen back up?
So it's either the Queen of Salsa, Celia Cruz, or B, the Latin Frank Sinatra, Luis Miguel. These are all real people. These are all real nicknames too.
Okay, let's do the Queen of Salsa.
That is correct for
Yes.
1 point. All right, can we pop that song real quick?
That was a guess though.
So right.
Oh, is this her music?
This is her music right now. I think our mics are off right now for a second. I might be incorrect. Celia Cruz, this is our famous music. Her real name is Úrsula Hilaria Celia de la Caridad Cruz Alfonso.
That's her whole name?
That's her whole name.
How many words is that?
very
cool. Like 5 words?
You're talking about like 7. Close to 7.
She's saying you're talking about like 7.
She was born in Havana,
Trivia
Cuba.
question, how many names does she have?
and she is a legend in the Latin community. If you ever
That's
want to
cool.
impress some of your Cuban friends or someone who loves salsa, Celia Cruz, a legend.
So is that the name of the road?
Actually, Celia Cruz Way.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, pretty easy. So if you go to Miami, go check out some Latin history right
All
over
right.
there. All right, so we're gonna go back to David. You might need a hint here. I don't know. You tell me. So which of the following facts is not true? A, Hispanic audiences are listening to 46 more minutes of audio compared to general audiences. So Latinos listen more music than
music
most other
specifically.
communities.
Okay.
So since 2013, this is B, Spotify audience for Latin music has grown by over 900%, which is kind of crazy to think. C, award-winning Latino artist Bad Bunny had the highest grossing tours of 2022. Or D, in 2023, 1 in 8 of the top 100 tracks on Spotify were Latin.
I feel like it's either C or D.
I would follow your gut. I would follow.
My man is such a big Bunny fan. Or
Yeah.
Bad Bunny fan. Let's go with C.
That is unfortunately incorrect because it's true. You know, that's actually true. Well, the correct answer was D, 1 in 8. The real number is 1 in 5 of the top 100 tracks are actually
That's impressive.
Latinos. Bad Bunny was the Spotify's most streaming artist for 2020, 2021, and 2022. Only beaten by the one and only Taylor Swift, of course.
All right, we have 1 minute left.
All right, so here we go. This is going to Jordan. Which of the following is actually an actress or an actor with Hispanic heritage? Is it A, Jennifer Esposito, B, Giancarlo Esposito, C, Vanessa Hudgens, or D, Aubrey Plaza? And I won't give a hint just in case David can steal this one. So which one of those are actually Latina or Latina?
Not all. Okay, let's go with A, Jennifer.
That is incorrect.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's actually
right.
Italian, but she does portray a lot of Latinos and Latinas
Yeah.
in movies and TVs.
Okay, what do you think?
So David, you can steal here.
Man, I want to say Giancarlo.
I was gonna. That was my second choice, but I don't know.
Why do I have a feeling it's Aubrey
It's
Plaza?
probably one that we're not thinking. Yeah. That's,
Like, why do I have a feeling? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with Aubrey Plaza.
That is correct. Follow your gut. If we learned something today, follow
but
your
you're
gut. I
still
think,
winning.
she's still winning. I would call it a tie. Because he got that answer. But yeah, Aubrey Plaza, her grandfather is Puerto Rican.
okay.
And he moved to the States when he was 17.
That was a good one because that
was a really good
tough.
one.
Do you
Yeah.
know what the other culture or the other
I
nationalities
don't,
are?
like I said,
Okay.
I know Jennifer Esposito is actually Italian. I don't know if Giancarlo's. Vanessa Hudgens is actually Filipino.
Oh.
Yeah, some misconceptions. I just wanted people to know a little bit, of facts. So
Well, great job, Fred.
that's our
That was
Trivia
fun.
Tuesday. If you guys like Trivia Tuesday, you could be our sponsor. We love doing Trivia Tuesday. We're here for
man.
more. So,
Producer Fred, way to pay the bills, man. I appreciate
you,
that.
thank you.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Great job.